Lisa Tabor. Hello, hello. Oh, lovely. Thank you. You know, every time, even though I've done these lives, you know, many times, I just sometimes, I don't know, the screen, oops, I turned on my phone. The screen looks a little different every time, I swear. It's very weird. So, yes, lovely. Hello, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I decided I was going to do a little sewing here from the Janome Sewing and Learning Center, so I just wanted to see who was around. Oh, I've got a terrible glare from that blind. You know, and it's an overcast day. It's an overcast day, so I thought I would be okay with my blinds, but there, hopefully that'll be a little bit better for us. There, oh, and Amanda's here. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, maybe I'll turn on my fabulous daylight lamp. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is that better lighting? The daylight lamp, it's called the, oh, this is the Luminous. I love it because not only does it, as you'll see, there's a little hole in this table back here that, you know, your cords for your machine can come through, and then I can clamp the base of this luminous daylight lamp there through that, again, perfect, through that little hole there of the table. So then I can clamp the base there, and then it is a really big, like, telescoping arm there, if I can raise this all the way up. Oh, yes, yes, there it is, this big luminous lamp. Look at that, it's so huge, and it's got 4 different settings of illumination, and all I have to do is just kind of roll my finger across here. So how great is that? And I won't turn it up because then that's gonna, you know, blind you all, but it's like, ooh, look at that. It's like a big lightsaber. And I love, not only can I swing the lamp, you know, this way around, but then, yes, I can turn it like this wherever I need. So it's great. I'm sewing today from the Janome Sewing and Learning Center, and I'm sewing on the Continental M7, and yes, the Continental M7 has a ton of lighting in its bed. Oh, hello, Amy. Oh, hello. It's wonderful to see you. Hello, hello. Yes, the Continental M7, you know, has got all this wonderful lighting here washed down on its huge 13.5 throat space from the right of the needle. But then sometimes, you know, when you're, let's say that you're going to unpick some stitches. You know, we all hate to do that, but sometimes that's necessary in sewing, particularly when you don't read directions, as I'm notorious to do. You know, meanwhile, I always tell everybody in all my classes and seminars, you know, make sure that you follow the directions. Well, here I didn't quite follow the directions, so I have to remove some stitching here. And yes, it's white thread on white fabric, and how difficult that can be to see. And certainly, you know, black on black and all that. So again, by having this big telescoping thread stand, normally I'm talking about the telescoping thread stand, by having this big luminous daylight lamp, I can extend it in front of my machine and help me for when I'm picking out those stitches. I'm saving to do that later. Oh my gosh, Rick is here. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Saturday. Again, I'm back at the Janome Sewing and Learning Center, so I thought, oh, I might as well, again, do a live and see what everybody is up to and keep me company in the Sewing and Learning Center here in my classroom. I love coming to the office when I'm here alone, and then I can really make a big mess, and I never have to worry about getting in, you know, my teammates' way, my coworkers' way, so it's nice. But, you know, after a while, it's like, oh, it's kind of quiet here, other than the hum of the sewing machine. So it's nice to have some company and see who's around. And oh, and my niece Rain is here. Hello, hello. I love it. Yes, because then, you know, I don't get to see everybody, especially now. We've got some more COVID restrictions in place here in Oakville, or in and around Oakville. So again, I don't really get to see everybody as I would like to. Many of us are in that predicament. So again, that's the joy of social media and being able to see everybody. So that's awesome. As you can see here, oh, again, another reason why I love light. And again, ooh, this fabulous daylight luminous lamp. There are many great daylight lamps, so always double check with your Janome dealer. But another reason I like having the good lighting is, you know, this tone-on-tone fabric. This is a, can you even see? Yes, this tone-on-tone fabric. You can see it's like a little print. It's not woven into the fabric. It's like this little glue-on print. It's a snowflake. It's very cute. But it's sometimes very hard to tell which is right and wrong side. So it's great to have more illumination over your sewing machine, not just in the bed here of the sewing machine, but over your whole sewing area. So again, that's why I love these daylight lamps, and available from your Janome dealer. So what I am doing here today is a couple of our holiday projects. If you follow us on Janome HQ, and I hope you all do, I do the Janome HQ Instagram live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And a couple of times there I've talked about and shown some of these fabrics that we are decorating our office space here at the Janome Sewing and Learning Center is our Janome HQ, Janome headquarters for Janome Canada here in Oakville, Ontario. And what we decided this year, you know, again with COVID in place, we're not going to go to a restaurant as we normally do for our Christmas dinner. So we're going to instead do it here in our office space. So we're transforming it to our little winter wonderland. And I'm doing some table runners and placemats, and we're doing some decorations for the tree. And I've got some, you know, quick, easy gift ideas that I'm going to show you in the coming weeks. I can't believe how quick we are getting up to Christmas. So again, we'll definitely be showing you lots in the coming weeks. So here I was just doing some piecing for some chain piecing for a table runner, or several table runners that I am making for our tables. You know, we've got well, let's see, there's 11 of us collectively in the office, and then remotely, you know, we do have Janome Canada educators all across Canada, and then like our big boss, Randy, is ultimately in California, and normally he, you know, commutes into Oakville, you know, once a month or whichever, but, you know, now certainly no, he's not doing that. So remotely, we're going to have everybody with our GoToMeeting software that I use for my online classes. We're going to send everybody the invite and say, come join us for our, you know, Christmas dinner when we do that. And then again, that way we can all be together but separate. Perhaps you've heard of that, you know, hashtag there, together. I think it's together but separate, or together apart is the hashtag. So we're going to remotely, again, with the help of technology, we're going to still be together, but we're going to be doing so safely. So again, we're decorating our office space here, and we're going to have tables far apart and big tables. So that's why I'm doing several table runners for all of it. Yes, your dream machine one day. Oh yes, that is the fabulous Continental M7. Ooh, I have to get the camera way back in order to see it all. Yes, isn't it gorgeous? 13.5 inches from the center needle position all the way over here to the right. It is the largest domestic machine, like throat space, and the machine in general in the domestic market. You know, last year when I talked about the M7 in the Janome HQ Magical Mystery Tour, that again, the live presentations I do every Wednesday at Janome HQ on Instagram. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. But then later, I record those presentations and present them as videos on the Janome HQ YouTube channel. So I explained during that Janome HQ presentation when I debuted the, Continental M7, when this first came out, everybody was scrambling because there weren't the tables to accommodate. Again, this is the largest machine. It debuted last year at our Janome Institute. It's the largest machine. So then people said, oh, I want to have a table so my machine will recess into it. So, of course, manufacturers got on board. And then, boom, yes, now Janome has a number of options available for the Continental M7. You can see mine recesses beautifully. This is one of the kangaroo cabinets that, again, available from your Janome dealer. Like, look at that. How fabulous that is. Now, there is this little cupboard door that could close so you don't see underneath the machine. I have mine open all the time because then, yes, I'm doing sewing all the time. But it is a hydraulic lift, so then, again, the machine can go down underneath there, and there is an insert, which is tucked down there. The insert can go over, so it's a nice flat surface. And then there is a big, extension at the back there. So that's great. So that can go down or come up when you need extra room. And then over here at the side, I have this fabulous, chest of drawers. Like, this is amazing. So again, and it's the perfect height to extend more room. And then I'll even, there's no secrets here. So yes, will I show you? I really try to stay organized as much as I can. And as you know, sometimes it's a challenge. So again, I love having all this sewing furniture here. I've got all my presser feet out in alphabetical order. So then I know not only for myself to put it all back where it belongs, but then that way, if anyone, sneaks into my sewing room, I can see if something is out of place. But yes, lots of room. And I like keeping my presser feet in the blister packs because then that way I know all the instructions and everything that are in the back of the blister pack are there with the presser foot. So that's very good. That's very handy. So yes, back to our holiday decorating. So yes, where I'm getting this pattern though, for a decorating, of course, I turn to our friends at Sew for Home. I hope all of you have heard of Sew for Home. The website is SEW, so 4 is the number 4, home, and they are a fabulous website. They've got a lot of free patterns, which this is. It's a patchwork dresser cloth with button accents, but I thought it was a very cute like table runner. So I'm not going to use it on a dresser. I'm actually going to use it on our tables for our holiday decorating. And instead of buttons, because this is going to be for a table runner, so I don't want the buttons there to, you can't put anything on them. I don't want any glasses of wine or anything tipping over. So I'm not going to put any buttons on, but I am doing this cute patchwork dresser cloth. And again, it's going to be a table runner, or several of them I'm making. So then you can go to Sew for Home for your free patterns. There's so many free patterns there. And I love it because they use Janome machines. They use Janome presser feet. So they're fabulous at giving you little tips and tricks along the way to use all these fabulous Janome accessories. So what I've been doing here, this is all going to be, pieced. So I love chain piecing, and I cut my pieces a little bit bigger that, again, I'm going to fold back at the pressing station. And again, I'm going to trim them even with my block. I like cutting, this is basically essentially going to act like sashing. And I like cutting it slightly bigger. The instructions say to cut it the same size of these squares, which this is a perfect project as well for layer cakes. You're starting with 10-inch squares. Now mine aren't layer cakes, I'm starting with yardage, so I just cut them 10 inches. And again, the instructions say to cut this lattice the same size, 10 inches. I like cutting it a little bit bigger because then I press it over and then I can square it up to make sure nothing funky happened during my sewing. Sometimes it can shrink in a little bit. But I wanted to give you a little tour. Oh, should we go on a little tour? Because again, nobody's here at the Janome Sewing and Learning Center, so I can take you on a little tour and show you what the table runner is going to look like. I have only just started, so that's what the table runner is going to look like. That is 10-inch squares, 4 10-inch squares in the middle, and then there are the triangles. So these are 10-inch squares cut in half, and then so there's 3 triangles on each side, and then there's going to be, it's a 2-inch lattice. There's going to be a 2-inch lattice running in between each row, and then a 2-inch lattice all the way around. So it's really cute. And now this would be also a great scrappy table runner or dresser scarf, because then again you can use up, it's a 10-inch square, but you could really make it kind of any size. But I thought it was very cute, or again perfect for a layer cake. So there, it's so helpful to have these tables as well in your sewing room to be able to lay them all out. This is another one of our fabulous sewing tables. And then, ooh, I absolutely love this. This is my kangaroo cabinet. That's my cutting station. It has all these amazing drawers. And then, of course, because I save everything, so I have all my little pieces there. I cut all my scraps down into 1.5-inch squares, 2-inch squares, 3-inch squares, 4-inch squares, 5-inch squares. So I make my own charm packs, 6-inch squares. I wrote a blog post for Janome Life blog, and then there's a video on the Janome HQ YouTube channel called Scrap Busting 101. And I explain how I like to store all my scraps, and then, yes, a nice deep drawer for all those batting scraps that you just kind of shove in the drawer. So that's great. And then the nice thing is this cabinet really can close up so nobody knows. There are these doors that will swing in, lock into place. You can put this up against the wall. Nobody has to know that it's really a cutting table. The cutting mat, that will fit on top beautifully, can just tuck away somewhere. So you could even hide this piece of furniture. But for me, I always keep it open like this. I love having it right outside my classroom. So I got lots on the go today. So again, I just thought I would come on and say hi and see what you're all up to. Oh, yes. And now Tanya and I are going to be doing a live tomorrow. Ooh, she's got a sneak peek of some things coming up too. We're going to come back live tomorrow, again, probably around the same time, around 2 in the afternoon. This is another project that I've been working on today, doing some embroidery. Now, this is on our fabulous MemoryCraft 15,000, but we've got a MemoryCraft 550E, for example, dedicated embroidery machine, or we've got a combo machine like the 15,000 here, or the 9850 combo machine. So there, we've got, fonts built into the machine. So I typed in the name Hermie. Do you all remember Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the little animated show that they always play for Christmas? And Hermie is the one who wants to be a dentist. He doesn't fit in with the regular elves. I've always identified with Hermie. So I thought I'll be like Santa's little helper this year, making this cute little hat. Now, I bought this hat from, oh, Nancy Fiedler is here. Hello. Hello. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. This is a purchased hat, but I thought, oh, I have to, zhuzh it up and make it my own. So I thought, oh, I would embroider something here on the cuff. But, when we do embroidery on this, fluffy, like faux fur, something, we've got to be worried about that, textured nap. This would be true of terry towels, you know, if you're embroidering like a cloth, like a towel, for example, or like velvet, something like that. So I love using this water-soluble stabilizer on top. So then my stitches are beautifully supported, as you can see there. And then I've hooped another layer, though, of stabilizer. This is my little free arm hoop. This, you know, small monogram, small lettering is a great use of this free arm hoop. A number of our combo machines have this. Again, like the 15,000 has one. The S9 is another combo embroidery sewing machine. It has a free arm hoop. And the 9850 has a free arm hoop. The dedicated embroidery machines like the 500E and the 550E do not have a free arm hoop because they don't have the free arm capabilities. But in this free arm hoop, it's great because it's, you know, smaller. And then again, I hooped another stabilizer. This is a sticky stabilizer. And that helped me also place this fabric. Again, it's so difficult to hoop. So I hooped the sticky stabilizer here. I hooped, and it's got like a paper backing. So I hooped that first, then I scored it with just my seam ripper, or use a pin or a sewing needle, and you score to remove like the paper in your hoop here. So then that exposes that stickiness. And then I laid in my brim of my hat, my faux fur hat here, so that helped stick it down. Then I put the hat down, then I put the water soluble on top, and then you can see with these two big basting rows here, I always love using, in all of our Janome machines, we have this baste function. So here's my embroidery saying Hermie, and then there is our basting function. Now the location of the basting function may be different depending on which machine you have, but all of the embroidery machines have that with the little arrows. So if I click on that, then the first button is like a trace button that will take the machine around the sort of outer edges of the hoop without stitching. But then this is the basting function. So if we click on that one, it's going to do a baste all around the design. And then this one is actually like a double baste. So it'll baste all around the edges of the design, and then it'll baste right in the center. So that's what I chose to do with my little Hermie here. And then we can easily remove the basting. And then now I can, you know, pop it out of the hoop here very easily. And then all this extra, I can just, you know, cut away this water-soluble stabilizer. And then what I love doing, nothing goes to waste. Ooh, all this little bit here, I put in a water bottle, or I put in a spray bottle, and then I fill it with water, and it becomes like my own stabilizer. So that's really good. So again, nothing goes to waste. And then the rest of this, then I can tear away. So again, that I still have some of this little bits of stabilizer with the paper, and then again, if I remove that paper, that it's kind of tacky underneath. Now, where all this stabilizer comes from, you know, comes from my fabulous Madeira Stabilizer Starter Pack. Ooh, I don't want to make anyone sick by moving too fast. Oh, there's so much on my table here. Yes, comes from our fabulous Madeira Stabilizer Starter Pack. So then, yes, we've got so many different samples of stabilizer in the starter pack. So some of them are tear away, some are water soluble, wash away, some are cut away, and that you know, iron on. Obviously with that faux fur, I don't want to iron at all. So I went to the Cotton Fix is the one that has the, again, kind of paper backing and peel away, and it's kind of sticky. So another reason I love this Madeira Stabilizer Starter Pack is all of these samples are labeled, so you know exactly what they are. And then there is a book that comes with the Madeira Stabilizer Starter Pack, so it tells you exactly what to do with all these stabilizers. And then after you find your favorite, and again, there's 4 of the different kinds, And I love, like, these are the water-soluble ones there. Some are kind of thin. This one is the Ultra, so it's very sturdy, very thick, but again, will completely dissolve. So that's really good. And then once you find your favorite, they'll come in these like cylinders like this. So you see you get quite a lot of that. And then this way in the cylinder, the stabilizers stay all protected and dry, and, you know, they're not going to get creased. And so it's very, very fun. So cute little fun holiday projects. Again, this table runner that I'm doing comes from our friends at Sew for Home. And again, you can print it out as a free pattern, but they've got lots of free patterns on their website. And again, lots of tips and tricks to get the most from your sewing. So while I'm sitting here at my sewing machine, again, I don't like to have to run up to the iron any more than I need to. So I like kind of having all my pieces here first, and then I just chain piece. Now I'm making several table runners, so then I know I can just keep piecing the same step a couple of times, and then I go to the after I'm done this step, then I'll go to the iron and press these over, and then I will go to the cutting table. So then again, I'm not running around as much, try to make the most use of my time. So what's everyone else working on today? Nancy, you must be swamped with work as well. Nancy Fiedler is one of our fabulous educators from Janome America. Nancy, I won't say how long you've been with Janome. Actually, I don't know how long you've been with Janome, but I know it's been quite a while. And Nancy, I call her a walking encyclopedia. She is amazing. She proofs and writes a lot of the workbooks, for example, for a fabulous machine. Oh, there is the Continental M7 workbook. For those of you, yes, who are loving the Continental M7, or again, maybe you're considering it, wouldn't it make a fabulous Christmas present? And then you're wondering, oh, maybe it's too much machine. Well, there is a workbook for the Continental M7. I know here, at least in Canada, we had them. They were on order for the longest time. We got them, we had them, they flew out the door. And then I know we ordered more, and then they flew out the door. And so I'm not sure if they are in stock yet. I know, again, they're always on order because, oh my gosh, like, again, they've been so popular. So the big thing is when you see something, especially at this time of year, and again with the restrictions of COVID and everything going on around the world, when you see something, when you're interested in something, contact your Janome dealer right away, because you never know how long it's going to be around, or how long, again, it takes. Everything is delayed. Again, it's such a shame in the world, just shipment seems to be delayed everywhere. So again, Janome is certainly trying their best to get everything to you all as quickly as possible. Your dealer certainly is working overtime as well, trying to make sure everybody gets what they need. And then, yes, especially before the holidays. But this is why we thought it would be fun to do some sewing projects for the holidays to give you all some inspiration, and some of the little projects that I have planned, again, coming up in the next couple of weeks to show you. Certainly do not, cost a lot of money. The supplies are easily obtainable. So that's another thing. It's so frustrating when you get inspired to do a project and then run to the store and, oh no, it's all sold out, and oh no, you can't get, what kit or whatever. So everything that we have planned here for Janome HQ, again, super simple to do. A lot of the supplies you probably already have on hand, so then you may not really need to go out to the store very much. Or again, you can always order, a lot of our Janome dealers, they're still doing curbside pickup. They're doing, shopping by appointments in their stores. So then again, you don't have to worry about, compromising your safety in order to get what you need. Oh, and speaking of safety, have you all seen these fabulous Janome masks? These just came in like last week to our warehouse. I wore this on Wednesday's episode of Janome HQ Magical Machine Mystery Tour, and then I just posted this morning on Janome HQ Facebook. Yes, we've got these adorable Janome masks in these Janome fabrics that, we had this fabric at our Janome Institute last year. All the ladies had to make shirts, like blouses out of it. The guys, we had to wear ties with this fabric. Now, luckily, the guys, we had our ties made by someone, so I didn't have to make my own tie. So that was nice because I was doing a million other things too. But yes, the ladies had to make a blouse or a shirt of some kind out of this. Our fabulous Celine, our educator here from Montreal, Celine even made that with the scraps of her fabric, she made a little clutch bag out of it. So it was so cute. So everybody fell in love with that fabric last year at Institute. So then, again, Aero Chairs, another one of our fabulous Janome partner products. Aero Chairs, then we've got a Janome fabric covering this Aero Chair. I've shown this on Janome HQ a couple of times too, and all the Aero Chairs have got the beautiful little hideaway seat that you can, hide away some goodies there. And wouldn't it be great? That could even be part of the big Christmas hunt for presents. Stash some in the Aero Chair. You could even stash the coordinating mask in the Aero Chair. So how cute would that be? But yes, these masks are really cute. Not only they are very comfortable, there is a adjustable nose piece here. Like it's quite a big nose piece, and again, I've got quite a big nose, so it's good that I can fit around a nose of any size, and then you can really customize it. And then the elastics, I thought these were great, like these little sliders of the elastic, so then you can really customize it and make it as snug as you need to or as loose as you want. So that was great. Fully lined very nicely as well, but then there is this little opening here, almost like a pocket that you could slide a filter in between these two layers if you wish, and then again remove it for easy clean. It is a woven fabric. People have asked that me before, is it a knit or a woven? It's a woven fabric, and again fully lined, very beautifully made. An easy wash. There are instructions in the little pack, but yeah, so that's very cool. So if you have to wear a mask, you can now wear your Janome love. As I said, in addition to, share your Janome love, you can wear your Janome love. Ooh. So yes, I hope everybody is having a fabulous day. Oh, how's my time? Oh, good. I didn't want to keep everybody too long. I could go on and talking forever because I'm going to be sewing for most of the afternoon. But I mainly just wanted to come on and say hi. It's always fun to see who's out there and what you're all up to, and I just wanted to give you all a little bit more of a sneak peek of some of the holiday decorating we are doing. Let me see, shall I spin around? Yes, hello everyone. Yes, I didn't want to be rude and thinking, wait a minute, I didn't even spin around to see who in the world is talking. Well, yes, I think most of you know me. Yes, it's me, Michael Smith. Sometimes known, AKA, as I often say, AKA Janome Man, as I am on our Janome Canada Janome Life blog. And yes, I'm the National Consumer Education Manager here at Janome Canada, based from the Janome Sewing and Learning Center, which is in Oakville, Ontario. And yes, so eventually we will be welcoming people into my classroom here when we know it's safe to do so. But for now, we've got a bunch of online classes that the whole class description that is currently going on between now and the end of the year is pinned to the top if you go to the Janome HQ Facebook page. pinned to the top of that page is the post with all the current classes offered. And then next year, I've got a whole new lineup coming up, and certainly I would like to do a lot of, like project-based classes, so we can really get, to learn our Janome machines and all of the fabulous accessories and all the press repeats and everything. Certainly some embroidery projects, software, all of that kind of stuff. So lots of good plans for the new year. Regardless of what's, happening, there's always a way to share the Janome love. So we'll definitely make sure to get all that info out there to you all. So yeah, so I will sign off for the day then and get back to my sewing. And again, this was just a little overview to see kind of what I'm up to. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Saturday. And you could share, if you go hashtag share the Janome love, and then you can post pictures of what you're all up to and how you're using your Janome machines and presser feet and all of that, and what you're doing to decorate for the holidays. And then later this will be posted as a video on the Janome HQ YouTube channel, so then you can see as well. And then again, look for more holiday decorating little tips and tricks and ideas along the way. And then you'll eventually be showing, these are little teasers, and eventually you'll be seeing the big reveal, and I'll do a whole big video presentation about everything that we've done and all the little steps, and then there'll be instructions on how everything was made and all of that as we go along. So yes, enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.